Good morning, good morning, good morning. Ron Garrick with the Transformational Architect Podcast. I want to thank you for joining me. Guys, I just want to let you know, be good to people. Treat them with respect. Teach them that there's still people out there that love one another. If you do a good deed for somebody, that will pay forward 10 times. If you buy someone a cup of coffee, buy them an iced tea, you know, buy them dinner. There's so much good in it once you do it. When you take somebody in and you look at them and you know they're going through some hard times, you just have to be good to them. You just got to be good on taking care of them and making sure that they're doing well for themselves. There's so many people out there right now that only care about themselves, only care about their own success, that they don't look at other people that are struggling. You know, we drive down these streets every single day and we see people holding up signs saying, please help, anything will count. Need gas. I'm heading to Albuquerque. My family and I have no money. You look at these people and you're like, hey, they're down on their luck. So what? You know, it's not my fault. But in all reality, if you're just doing a good deed, if you just happen to stop and buy them a sandwich or tell them, hey, let's go to the local convenience store, let's fill your tank up, it will pay back 10 times. You're paying it forward. The problem is today lack the confidence, we lack the ability to pay it forward to other people because we're so greedy for what we have done in our lives. We're so greedy that we don't want to help other people. We struggled through our lives to get where we are today, that it's in our mind that we don't need to help anybody else. They could do the exact same thing that you did. But in all reality, if you pay it forward just for one person, if you just take care of one person and do one good deed, it will pay forward 10 times. You will see the reap of what you're sowing. But if you turn to that person and you lack the ability, you lack the fortitude to just be good to a person, then your life where you're living is not going to be good for you. You have to be good to people, especially if you're in the car business. If you're in the car business, you have to be good to people. They say the best advertising out there right now is word of mouth. And if you treat a person with respect, if you treat a person that is buying a car, if you treat that person like they are worth $1 million, they may not have $1 million to their name. They barely can have probably $1,000 to their name. But if you treat them like $1 million, they'll come back and treat you like $1 million. I heard a story the other day that a man at a grocery store, he owned a grocery store, and this young boy came in. He was looking at these vegetables. And he said, Johnny, what are you looking at? He goes, man, I'm just admiring those peas. He said, would you like to take some of those peas home? The kid goes, no, sir, I don't have any money. He said, well, what do you got that's worth something? And he said, well, he started digging in his pocket. He goes, I got these shiny marbles. So the man started looking at the marbles, and he's like, well, you got some green ones and you have some blue ones. You know, Johnny, my favorite color is red. Next time you come into the grocery store, let me see some of those shiny red marbles that you have. So about a month later, Johnny comes back in. He got some red marbles. He goes, mister, I got some red marbles right here. The man looks at the marbles and said, you know, the more I keep thinking about it, I really do like blue better. Here, take some of these potatoes home and give them to your family. And next time you come to the grocery store, let us see some of those blue marbles that you have. So month after month, the kid would keep coming in and showing them different color of the marbles, and the man at the grocery store just wouldn't accept them. He's like, no, I like yellow marbles now. Well, about 30 years later, the old man died, the man that owned the grocery store. And these three boys started walking in. And they went up to the lady and paid their condolences and said, you know what? It's sad. And then all of a sudden, another man comes up and he said, man, I've seen your husband do so many good deeds. I've seen him do so much for everybody in this town. And I witnessed him giving food away to these three boys every month. And it doesn't matter what color the marbles that they wanted or he wanted, it was never good enough. But he would always provide food back to this kid, to those boys. And he so impacted everybody in this town. She grabbed the man and they walked up to the casket. And she lifted up the man's lifeless hand and said, he made an impact on these kids. And there was 3 red marbles in his hand. So whatever you do in life, you have to treat people good. See, that man gave food away to these kids that didn't have any money so they could feed their family. And 30 years later, they rewarded him with those marbles. Now, those marbles may have not meant anything to him then, now, and the impact he made on those 3 boys, especially little Johnny, that impacted his life to reward the old man after he passed. So do a good deed today. Do a good deed tomorrow. Do a good deed for the rest of your life, and you will see it impact you 10 times more. It doesn't matter if you're at a Starbucks and you buy yourself a coffee. Pay for the person behind you too. And then sit back and watch everybody in line pay for the person behind them. Just by doing that one good deed will impact so many people, will take care of so many people. So the message today is be good to people, treat them the way you want to be treated, and you will see it will come back to you 10 times better. But you always make sure that if you take good care of people, they will tell 20 people. If you treat them bad, they'll tell 40. And telling 20 people will impact your life better than telling 40. So keep your mind on treating people good. Treat them the way you want to be treated, and it will come back to you tenfold. Have a wonderful day. Remember, this is your day to shine. What a great weekend. Whatever you have planned, I'm sure it's good.